Hello everyone, thank you for joining in today for our Notions review. Today we're going to be going over the Dritz Iron Off Hot Iron Cleaner. Now this will work on your standard iron or on your iron press, but if you have any gunk that is glued onto it or just saturating the iron, this is actually what will clean it all off, make it nice and shiny, make it so you don't have any fabric sticking to the iron while you're trying to press those items down. Starting off, let's go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to show you here, step by step, we'll do it together. I have the iron already hot. It's on the hottest it can get, and it just tells us to make sure that you don't have any water in your standard iron if you're going to be using that instead. I'm going to get a rag, and I'm going to put a dollop of it on my rag. It says about 2 tablespoons. We're just going to put just about that much there because you can always add more, you can do less. If you have a tough spot, or if you have a spot that's really tough to get off, you can reapply. We're going to rub it in, kind of spread it out, is what we are going to do. Once our iron is all heated up and ready, you don't want to do it when it's cold, is then you're just going to do a circular motion and just rub it off. Now you will see some smoke appear. That is completely normal. That's just because you're taking your room temperature semi-liquid and putting it on a hot iron. And you're just going to keep doing that. One thing I failed to mention too is make sure you have folded at least 2 or 4 times in this case your rag. That way you're not risking burning your fingers. And look at that. So much prettier. You can tell there's still a bunch of gunk off onto the right hand side, but the left hand side is looking so much better already. I'm going to hurry and I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll show you guys the final product. Okay guys, we are already halfway through, and I just wanted to show you the rag here. Look at how dirty that was. I know that the paste already starts off naturally kind of a taupe color, or maybe a tan color you'd say. But look at that. That is all that glue and starch, basting spray. Okay, ladies and gents, so that's about probably as good as I'm gonna get it. That's actually 2 years of buildup, so that is looking pretty fantastic. Your last step, really, if you want, you can just fold over the same rag you were using, just cover all of that gunk, and you're gonna go over it with your clean side of your rag, just real quick like, just try to get any of that residue. You don't want that stuck on there. So I'm going to do all of the outsides and the interior as well. Just make sure you're not leaving any of that on there. All right, and that is the Dritz Iron Off Hot Iron Cleaner. Okay, now I showed you the press, time to show you the standard iron. I know when I started off I mentioned just make sure that you don't have any water in the tank. You don't want any leakage or any steam when you're pressing on your iron, getting it clean. Last but not least too, I also have it currently on cotton. That way when I go to put on the iron off, you'll get that steam effect, which will loosen up all that gunk and allow us to just wipe it off. Rub that in. We're going to apply it in the same circular motion. I'm just going to start at the bottom. I'm going to work my way up. I'm definitely going to focus on that bit right there. We might have to reapply. Let's get some more on there. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. It's gonna be so satisfying having both of our irons clean. So that little corner down here, I'm gonna really see if I can get that off. I'm gonna try a different approach, which by all means, you can definitely do. I'm just going to act as though I'm ironing this, when really, I'm cleaning it. I'm gonna actually unfold this just to give me a little bit more room here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Get some. Let's see how that did. Yeah, it's looking real good. Might just be something that has been caked on there for a good couple years. Don't be like me, folks. Clean your iron regularly. Don't let it just pile up to where you can't really get it off. That is looking like a whole other iron though. That is so much better. Okay. Last but not least, whereas the press, it was a flat surface, this one you have these holes. Just make sure that you can kind of eyeball it, but make sure that you didn't get any of that residue in those holes. Doesn't look like I have it in many of them. I'm just using a Q-tip here just to make sure I get all of those. That looks to be pretty spick and span though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I did get a little bit off though. That just shows you that there is a little bit there still. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us. I will be going over more notions in our notions review. Just please stay tuned, and we have some other fun things to show you in the near future. Thank you.